I've always wondered, a lot of people seem to get away with stabbings in prison, or they get very little time a lot of the time. Why is that?
Let's rewind the clock, though, because right now in California and in CDCR, it's a wild time, dude. It's a wild west. It's a free-for-all, anything goes, certain weird shit's happening that's never happened before. But if you want to look in the past, if an inmate had life and he stabbed somebody, the chances of the district attorney, the DA, picking up that case were slim to none because they knew, as a matter of fact, that inmate that stabbed that officer, the DA didn't pick up his charge because he was already serving 4 life sentences. So if they don't want to fight the time in court, if they're already serving life, that's probably why they won't pin another attempted murder on them. Same thing for possession of a weapon, having a shank in prison, right? You could back in the past get struck out. Let's say you had 2 strikes on your record, right? Because there was a 3-strike law in California. If you had 2 strikes and you were an inmate in prison and you got caught with a shank, you were going to get struck out. Your ass was going to stay in prison for life. But all these weird law changes have happened where probably in the year 2013, lifers got an actual chance to go home. They did. And that's a trip because the old Hector, naive Hector, if they would have, which they did, we're going to let these lifers go home, a murderer, a killer, I would have said, nah, don't do that, right? But looking now, present time, I've actually spoken to so many successful former lifers that have changed their life, authentically changed their life. So I look at the whole thing. It is possible for people to change if they're willing to change.
Now, if an inmate who is like a general population, he shows up to the prison and they try to put him on the 50-50 yard.
Yes.
Right? He has so long where he has to get off that yard.
Correct.
And the only way, he's got to fight.
Yep.
And so from what I'm understanding is that in some cases, some of these guys, they're getting beat half to death. And some cases, the helicopter got to come get them. Like they're going on to the GP, and it's them versus the whole yard.
Facts. 100%. I was there. I seen it. This is facts. Facts, bro. You'll get 5 GPs, and I don't feel bad. I'm taking full responsibility because I'm saying, hey, we did this. This was wrong, right? So if I'm going to get in trouble, then let me be getting in trouble. But this is the truth. You would have a minimum facility yard, level 1, which are now all SNY. How many are there? 100 over here, 100 over here? I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but I think I'm laughing of how idiotic and wild this is. You'll get a bus of 5 GP inmates, and I'll tell you right now, bro, this is exactly how we used to do it. Honest to God, this is how we used to do it. Bring the 5 GP inmates into the sergeant's office. There's windows. We can see the buildings. The inmates are looking out the window. They already know a GP's coming. We tell one GP inmate, hey, go ahead, walk to that building over there. Everybody knows what's going to happen. That inmate knows what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. The inmates in the building are waiting for him. The poor bastard walks to the building. He's greeted by approximately 5 to 7 men. They'll ask him, are you going to program? Meaning, are you going to hang out? Are you going to fight? And if he takes too long to answer, they're going to whoop his ass right then and there. Probably like 10-on-1, stomp him out. Then the cops get up, they walk, everybody scatters, and then we drag the body, we put him in a cage, and then we go move on, we do the next guy.
Yeah, I heard that like correctional officers will intentionally take their time and let him get the shit beat out of him to kind of send a message to the rest of the guys.
To who?
That might be coming through.
No, it's not about sending a message. It's, if anything, because I was a SEAL. It's because you're lazy and you don't want to do work. So if you don't identify no inmates as suspects, you don't have a suspect. That's what it is. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not as corrupt as people want to make it out as corrupt to be. Like, there's nobody betting money. Hey, how long can this guy last getting his ass kicked? Because It's nobody wants to do this. They want to get it over with as fast as possible and as clean as possible, meaning no reports, which is up.
I've heard about that before, but what do you think those rumors came from then?
I mean, probably in the past history, like Corcoran, gladiator shoe wars, gladiator fights in Corcoran, where it was alleged that they were betting. The FBI came, the Greenwald gang, that's why. But I gotta make it clear, bro, because if we're betting, I would be the one to tell you, hey, people are betting. Ain't nobody betting. These young cops are scared of their own shadow. They're not betting. There's nothing to bet on. What is there to bet on? This guy's gonna get his ass kicked? It's guaranteed this guy's gonna get his ass kicked. Ain't no gonna win against 10 guys. But this is up, right? But then it turns on the cops. It turns on the cops. Do you realize why the attempted murders on peace officers has risen drastically? Because they understand it's easier, much easier to stab a cop in the throat than to get your ass stomped out by 10 dudes. It's a much painless process.
Well, yeah, but
they don't care about anything else. It's survival.
You're gonna be in the shoe for.
They don't look at it like that, and you're not gonna be in the shoe because
stabbing a cop won't get you put to the shoe.
Because consequences have gotten watered down throughout the system as part of that California model that we were speaking about.
So it used to get you into the shoe then.
It'll get you into the shoe, right? But what are you gonna have when you're in the shoe? A tablet, an iPad, phone calls, showers, food, canteen. Now you can play sports in ADSEG, RHU. So are you really in the shoe? You're getting all the privileges everybody else is.
So the shoe isn't like it used to be then?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Let's say when I first started, 2006, 2007, the shoe, the security housing unit, there was Pelican Bay, there was Corcoran, there was Tehachapi. There were the shoes. There was determinate shoe terms. Let's say you stab a cop. You're going to get a determinate shoe of 2 years. Your ass is going to stay 2 years in the hole, determinate shoe. And then there was indeterminate shoes, where if we validate you as an associate to a prison gang, Aryan Brotherhood associate, Mexican Mafia associate, Mexican Mafia member, they sat in that box for 30 years. 30 years. That was an indeterminate shoe. Now, there's no more indeterminate shoe. Now there has to be a timeline on when you can get out of the shoe. But, dude, I mean, you're talking to a former lieutenant, bro. I'm telling you all the ins and outs. You know that captains and above are capable of suspending shoe terms? You know what that means, suspending a shoe term?
No.
Let's say I'm an inmate and I get caught with a weapon, a shank, a good one. Let's say it's supposed to be a determinate shoe of, 13-month shoe term, 14-month shoe term. That captain can show up on that Monday and say, hey, I'm suspending your shoe term. Don't do that again. Go back to the yard.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.